Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Abington High School. Tonight, the players and fans of Abington High School Green Wave basketball welcome the Vikings of East Bridgewater High. Please direct your attention to the visitors' bench area as we now announce the starting lineup for the Vikings. Starting at forward, number 23, sophomore Aiden Flaherty. Starting at guard, number 11, junior Mike Oman. Starting at guard, number 1, senior captain Mike Benyu. Starting at guard, number 10, senior captain Jackson Ken. And at forward, number 20, senior captain Mike Mullaney. Vikings are coached by their head coach, Andrew McDonald. And now please join me in welcoming your Abington Green Wave basketball team. Starting at forward, number 5, senior Deshaun Leggett. Starting at forward, number 10, senior Jeremiah Ismias. At guard, number 14, senior Antoine Graham Jr. Starting at guard, number 2, senior Drew Donovan. And at guard, number 3, senior captain Tommy Fanara. The Green Wave are led by their assistant coaches, Jay Brown, Chris Marquardt, Bud Madden, Tom Carey, and Chris Ty, and their head coach, Peter Serino. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now all please rise and remove your hats as we pay tribute to our country and to those who defend our freedom by playing our national anthem. Tonight's referees are Bill Gillen and Ryan Anderson.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, basketball fans of all ages, hello, and welcome into the gymnasium here on the campus of Abington High School for tonight's South Shore League battle. It is the Vikings of East Bridgewater High School and the Green Wave of Abington. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Pleasure to be joined alongside Dr. James Madden. Doc, the first time these two teams met in East Bridgewater, a decisive Green Wave victory. It was their first game of the season. What have you seen from both of these teams that has evolved since that first meeting?
When they first played, East Bridgewater played the Green Wave tough in the first half. I believe it was the Green Wave. The Green Wave had a 2-point lead at halftime, and the Green Wave were able to pull away with the victory in the second half. East Bridgewater has a bit of an undersized team. They're a young team. I believe only 2 seniors in their rotation. They have a lot of juniors and sophomores. So as long as the Green Wave can control the glass and control the inside, then they'll have a lot of success tonight.
It was a battle of the glass in the Green Wave's last matchup. That was against the Carver Crusaders. That was a heck of a battle. The Green Wave had some shooting issues in the first half of the game. They were able to sort it out, but really the rebounding was what made the difference in that game. The Green Wave held on to win by 3. Ismias with a couple of second chances there, talking about rebounds. This is number 23, Aiden Flaherty, giving it down low to Mike Oman, number 11. Short jumper, no good from one of the 3 co-captains, Jackson Ken. Finara steps inside, floats it up to Ismius, who lost it. It was deflected out by Flaherty, the sophomore.
Going back to that game against Carver, both teams really struggled offensively. There was a lot of great defense played both sides. The Green Wave struggled for the majority of the game, but they were able to pull it out. Antoine Graham, Tommy Finara, Drew Donovan with a huge layup that gave them the lead at the end of the game with, I believe, 6 seconds left. So that was just timely offense from the Green Wave.
Leggett spinning off the glass and in for the game's first points. Let's meet the rest of the Green Wave starters along with Deshaun Leggett and Jeremiah Ismius, Antoine Graham Jr., Tommy Finara, and Drew Donovan on the floor for Abington. Nick Benyu, Jackson Ken, Mike Oman, Aiden Flaherty, and Mike Mullaney on the floor for the Vikings. Graham finds Donovan in the corner. He drives in. Windmill layup. Doesn't go. Ismius gets the rebound. Strong to the bucket. Count it, and one for the Green Wave center.
Those types of plays for the Green Wave are going to be what decides tonight's game. As long as they can have those second chances with Ismius and Leggett and Finara on the glass, some of their better rebounders, they'll have a lot of success tonight finding open shooters at the three-point line, as well as finding good looks and drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line.
Ismius at the line for the three-point play and hits the free throw. 5-0 Abington, 90 seconds into quarter number one. This is Benyu, the senior. He gets held up for travel called as he took an extra step trying to get around Donovan. Hope you'll stay tuned at halftime. I'm going to call them the Mites, even though that's a hockey thing. The Green Wave Mites are playing. Deshaun Leggett with it. He crisscrosses and gives to Antoine Graham Jr. He gets it back on the give and go. Underhands to Donovan at the charity stripe. He bounces over to Finara. And Finara resets. Kicks to Leggett for the three. Comes up off the rim and hit the top of the backboard and bounced out. Now a three from the far side for Oman. That one doesn't go. Leggett tipping the rebound, and eventually it looked like he tapped it out off of, is that Flaherty on the far side? That was number 20, Mike Mullaney.
One thing I noticed last time these two teams played is East Bridgewater loves to shoot the outside shot. They don't really use number 23, sophomore Aiden Flaherty, all that much down low. They use him more as a passer to find an open shot for the three.
How about the step back two from the Green Wave captain, Tommy Finara. 7-0 Abington, 5:30 to go in the first. Worth noting, this Green Wave team, Coach Serino is sitting on 99 career wins at the helm of the Green Wave in how many seasons, James? 5?
I believe it's his 5th season or so.
Leggett with the contact. Timeout called by East Bridgewater, 5:08 to go. They've been caught coming out flat-footed. The Green Wave lead it by 9-0. 5:08 to go in the first. A good start for Abington, James.
Yes, this has pretty much been the polar opposite of the start for the Green Wave. When they played in East Bridgewater earlier this year in December, the Green Wave, I believe, were losing at the end of the first quarter. They couldn't really get much to fall offensively. So far, 3 minutes into this one, they've pretty much gotten whatever they've wanted at the basket, as well as had some great rebounding and great second opportunities and third opportunities from Jeremiah Ismius. Their defense has been stellar, forcing East Bridgewater to shoot long contested threes, and pretty much a perfect start for Coach Peter Serino and the Green Wave.
Well, as we were starting to mention before that play that led to the Vikings timeout, Coach Serino sitting on 99 career wins at the helm of the Green Wave. Should he win tonight, it would be win number 100 in 5 years. And when you think about it, the average regular season is 18 games.
Something like that, yeah.
So if you average 20 wins a year, in 5 years, that's how you get to 100.
And they've had some teams have gone real far in the tournament. They went to the Garden back-to-back years. One season they didn't get to play in the state championship due to COVID-19. But they've had some really successful teams.
And one season was limited to 10 games on the season.
Exactly, that was last season, yep. And they had they had another team last season that was very capable of getting to the TD Garden for the 3rd straight year.
Flaherty down low. Counted in, one-legged, going to get called for the contact in the air. The jumper was hit by Mike Mullaney, and that gets EB on the board. Dylan Kaplinger is going to come in, the sophomore. Ismius goes up and gets the rebound. The free throw did not go. Now Donovan catches the fastball from Tommy Fanara. Donovan down low to Ismius, who wasn't expecting it. Leggett collects the loose ball, kicks back out to Donovan. Get back to Leggett, 15 to shoot for the Green Wave. Leggett takes the open 3. No good, and a foul away from the ball called on Jeremiah Ismius. Connor Pease is going to enter the game. He will replace Ismius. Nick Benyu running the point for the Vikings. Gives to Aiden Flaherty. And Flaherty called for a travel when he started his drive in.
If you're East Bridgewater, those are some of the turnovers that you don't want when it's 25 feet from the hoop. A travel isn't as costly as if you're going to the hoop, giving yourself a chance to get some points, but he was just kind of being used as a passer 25 feet from the basket and kind of forgot to dribble.
Hunter Maxwell comes into the game for the Green Wave, catches the high pass in the corner. Graham takes the deep 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Leggett fighting for the rebound, bounces into the arms of Kaplinger, and the Vikings take it away. Now Pease comes up with a block on Benyu's 3-point attempt. Fanara steps in, floats it up, counted in, 1 for Tommy Fanara.
That was Tommy Fanara showing off what he's done his entire career for the Green Wave since his sophomore year, just going to the hoop productively, being able to finish strong, using his big frame, his strong frame, and getting to the hoop and getting to the line for an and 1.
Through 4 Vikings went the Green Wave captain. The floater went around the rim a couple times for show. Fanara's free throw attempt is good. 10-point lead for the Green Wave, 12-2, 3:45 to go in the first. Handed to Flaherty, who almost committed a double dribble and a travel at the same time. Flaherty gets it back on the baseline. Lost it as Leggett was going up to attempt a block, and Leggett comes up with a loose ball, and now Leggett driving in, tosses to Fanara, who makes an athletic move, throws up the 3 and drains it. Another timeout called by the East Bridgewater Vikings. 3:19 to go in the first. The Green Wave up, and up big, 15-2. And speaking of big, James, a lot of alumni in the house for this game. The center that led to so many of those victories for Coach Serino, Cam Kearney, has just joined us in the crowd.
Cam Kearney, he was a tremendous player for the Green Wave for his 2 years he played for the varsity team. He was part of a lot of great teams. He was part of 2 great teams. They went far both years. Ultimately, his senior year, which was a shame, it was canceled due to the COVID pandemic. And that was a team that I think had a very good chance of winning the state title. They were playing, I believe, Hopedale.
Yep.
But that was canceled, unfortunately. But Cam, he's doing great things at Brown University now, and I wish him the best of luck throughout his endeavors.
3:19 to go, first quarter. Abington has held the Vikings to just 1 field goal so far. 15-2 is the score. Vikings have the ball. It is now Sean Ken as EB looks for whatever matchup might work on the floor. Now it is Michel Mondesir Three from the top of the key is good for Aiden Toomey. Fanara pump fakes, find Pease. Pease in the paint, gets his own rebound. Strong to the rack, counted and one for Connor Pease.
Connor Pease' size and strength out there, as only a sophomore, looks unfair. He's definitely one of the stronger kids on the floor at all times, and he was just showing off his strength, getting the rebound, getting the second chance, and getting to the line.
The push called on Jackson Ken. Leggett comes out. Michael Van Luling comes in. Pease's free throw attempt rims out, and the rebound grabbed by Mondesir. Sean Ken hands to Jackson. Maxwell tipped the pass away. Toomey bounces down low now to the top of the key. That was a travel that was not called. And the layup converted by Dylan Kaplinger. Maxwell finds Graham. He takes the wide open deep three off the back of the rim. Offensive board for Pease, and almost got a second before it was brought down ultimately by Kaplinger. Kaplinger spinning in the paint, working against Pease. Shot doesn't go. Pease lets the rebound deflect to Fanara. Graham to Fanara. Maxwell corner three comes up short. The rebound to Mondesir. .143 to go in the first quarter. 17-7. 10-point lead for the Green Wave. Toomey takes the open look and drills the three.
Aiden Toomey has started hot from beyond the arc for East Bridgewater. He's 2 for 2 so far. He was a good shooter for them last time they played, so hopefully for the Green Wave they can figure out how to contain him outside the arc and limit his three-point attempts.
Pease gives to Van Luling to the corner for Maxwell. 12 to shoot for the Green Wave. Van Luling steps outside, kicks to Maxwell for the three. Doesn't go, bounces over the backboard, grabbed there by Toomey. Or rather, that is Dylan Kaplinger, number 13. Corner three, doesn't go for Toomey. Little reach around on the rebound attempt from Ken. It is out of play off of the Vikings. Curtis Lucas Summers enters the game for the Green Wave wearing number 15. He replaces Tommy Fanara, who pretty much as routine comes out for the last 45 seconds, minute or so of each quarter.
Yeah, that's just to give him kind of a breather, give him the last minute, 45 seconds off, collect himself, but get back out there for the next 7.5 minutes of the second quarter.
Graham driving baseline, nice pass to Lucas Summers. Now Van Luling takes the step back two, doesn't go, and out of play off of Mondesir. Abington will retain. A 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and back in comes Tommy Fanara.
On Van Luling's jump shot, it looked like number 5, Sean Ken, may have got away with a little bit of a foul. He kind of jumped into Van Luling as Van Luling was in the air, but the refs didn't see enough contact to give Van Luling the foul.
Maxwell makes the acrobatic move to grab the rebound, dishes to Pease down low off the glass, doesn't go. Now Fanara takes the three from the top of the key. That one off the back of the rim. Pease offensive rebound, putback attempt doesn't go. Toomey with the rebound now for the Vikings. 15 seconds to go in the first, and the Vikings turn it over. Kaplinger couldn't handle the pass on the far side. 12.8 to go, and back in comes Antoine Graham Jr. If there's going to be someone that has to take that last second shot, James, you want it to be number 14.
Yeah, we've seen it all season. He has unbelievable range. He's shot some threes from around 30, 32 feet, and he's hit them consistently. I remember the Norwell game in particular was one game he really showed off his range.
Fanara takes the three, doesn't go. Maxwell tips the rebound, but not before the buzzer sounds. The first quarter has come to an end. EB has clawed a little bit of their way back into it. 17-10. Abington leads by 7.
The Green Wave started off hot. They opened up on a 9-0 run in the first 3 minutes. Then they started to cool down a little bit. East Bridgewater started to figure out a rhythm, figure out a good tempo for them to play at. Aiden Toomey hit a couple threes for East Bridgewater to help them get back into this game a little bit. And the second half of the first quarter was definitely favoring East Bridgewater, but the Green Wave really controlled it, showed that they were the better team. Hopefully they can continue this momentum into the second quarter and continue to dominate on both sides of the floor.
Well, it's been a heck of a run of home cooking here at the Abington High Gymnasium for the Green Wave. 4 consecutive league games, South Shore League games, and to this point, 3 victories. They're working on number 4 tonight.
Yeah, they've definitely been a lot better in league play than they have in non-league play. The Green Wave are first in the South Shore League Sullivan division, half a game ahead of Randolph. Green Wave, I believe, are 6-1 in league play. Randolph is 5-1, in league play. So this will be a big one for the Green Wave. I'm not really sure who Randolph is playing tonight, but as long as the Green Wave can keep winning, then they'll have a good shot to lock up the league title.
So we can't wait for that matchup. The Blue Devils are ranked number 1 overall in Division 4. The Green Wave currently ranked number 11, I believe, in Division 3. We'll see them twice in February. I believe February 7th, the Monday night, is the first scheduled matchup between those two teams.
Randolph always has a great program. They have a great coach. They always have really athletic and really fast and just really talented players. They've been known to have a great basketball program for the past 10, 15 years. So battles between Abington and Randolph are always fun.
There's what seems to be a running trend here in the new playoff format of the MIAA across all sports. There is a lot of South Shore League representation in the top 20 of every single sport.
Yeah, that's just been the theme. I remember the football rankings, the South Shore League.
Football, let's see. Hull went to the Super Bowl. Duxbury went to the Super Bowl. Situate went to the Super Bowl. Abington went to the Super Bowl. Rockland went to the Super Bowl. We're not going to talk about them.
Even Randolph, they played Hull in the Super Bowl, so that was another South Shore League.
Randolph won the Super Bowl. It's just absolutely insane to think about. Meanwhile, the Green Wave boys basketball team is, like I said, ranked number 11, I believe. Van Luling from the top of the key. Rims out. Ismius with the offensive board. Good goes off glass. No good. Gets his own rebound. Gets blocked on the rebound. And dual possession called. A little quick whistle there as Ismius had the pass out to Hunter Maxwell in the corner. This one. Fanara, corner 3. Nails it. 10-point lead for the Green Wave. Ken, reverse layup, nice move, count it, and 1 for the Vikings co-captain.
That was a really impressive layup, I must say. Going up against 6'4", 6'5" Jeremiah Ismius, definitely not an easy task to go up and lay it in. Guarded by him, he gets the acrobatic 180 layup and gets to the line for an and 1.
Donovan, Grimm, and Leggett all back in. Maxwell, Ismius, and Lucas Summers come out. Donovan kicks to the top for Leggett, who's called for the travel. Green Wave hockey team is currently number 26 in the state. They faced off against the Norwell Clippers, the South Shore League opponent, who's ranked number 3.
They played them tough, too.
They did. It was tied 1-1 at the end of the first period. Donovan dishes down low to Van Luling. It bounces off of Van Luling, gathered in by Mulaney. Now Mick Benyu takes the jumper and hits it, long 2.
Last time these two teams faced off, Mick Benyu is definitely one of the better players on the floor for the Vikings. He does really everything consistently on both ends of the floor.
Donovan hits the tray, 23-15. Now an 8-point lead for the Green Wave. Toomey steps inside, takes the jumper, doesn't go. Ken flings the rebound that is ultimately carried out of play by Aiden Toomey. Great play there by Deshaun Leggett.
And that's been what he's done all season for the Green Wave. Deshaun is definitely one of those kids who's always willing to make the extra hustle play, willing to make the extra effort. And that's why Coach Peter Serino and the coaching staff really love having him on the team and having him on the floor.
Graham finds Donovan. Van Luling at the charity stripe. Dishes down low to Leggett. Leggett hits the layup and the assist to Van Luling.
Looks like he got away with an offensive foul, kind of extended the arm there.
Ken steps inside, dishes back out. Toomey down low, floats it up, doesn't get enough on it. Leggett with the uncontested rebound. Finds Van Luling, now Donovan. Graham back to Donovan. He takes the open look three and nails it. How about Donovan, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc tonight?
And that's something the Green Wave would really love if Drew can start the next few games, start to string together a couple threes, because he's really only been really known as a downhill scorer when he uses his athleticism and his speed. But if he can start to score more consistently on the outside and at the three-point arc, then he's practically unguardable with his athleticism.
Leggett another steal. Fanara gets fouled on his way spinning through the paint. See, Deshaun Leggett's having a very good game, especially defensively. He's got a handful of rebounds and a couple of steals to go along with a couple of blocks.
And that's something he loves. He loves to be kind of a pest on defense. He loves to play defense. He loves to play hard. He loves to play physical. And kind of saw it, shows off his inner football player, his inner cornerback. Loves to just be wherever the ball is, guard the other team's best player, and use his defensive skills to his advantage.
He's very good at jumping the route, too, and coming away with a lot of interceptions.
He certainly is.
Net phrasing works for both football and basketball.
It certainly does.
Coach Kelleher in the house, as he usually is for these boys' basketball games. Donovan tips away the ball there. It's gathered back in by Toomey. The floater is good for Benyu. Donovan for three, slightly off the line, and Kaplinger comes away with the rebound. Leggett getting in the passing lane, and it made contact with his foot. The Vikings will have 24 seconds to shoot, 4:05 to go in the second quarter, 30-17. Abington's lead is 13. An interesting choice there by Jackson Ken, who went up over everybody and had a clear shot with no arms in the way, instead dished it down low. And now fighting for dual possession was Toomey, and the Vikings take the ball right back.
Yeah, it was interesting there was a no call down there. I like the no call. A lot of times if there's any contact as the shooter goes up, especially on the block, they call it for a foul, but there wasn't much contact between Leggett and the offensive players, so I like the no call, let them keep playing.
Long three doesn't go. Offensive board down low for Kaplinger. And now Antoine Graham comes up with the steal. Donovan Van Luling stepped up. He would have hit the three if he didn't commit a travel first.
Sometimes it happens, you know. I feel for Mike because he certainly isn't known to be their three-point shooter. He's more similar to Drew. He uses his physicality and his strength down low to get his baskets, and he's a tremendous defender. So I was really hoping to see him.
Press on for the Green Wave. Leggett comes up with the steal, and he is fouled by Benyu. And here we go. This is when Coach Serino wants to change the pace, wants to dominate the game, open up an even bigger than 11-point lead that he's already got. We're going to see the full court press, James. It has been insanely effective when employed this season.
Yeah, in one game that really stood out was the Mashpee game. They struggled defensively and weren't able to really get a rhythm offensively as Mashpee kind of controlled the tempo with their. They really love to play slow and up the court and use all 25, 30 seconds of the shot clock. But then once the Green Wave implemented their press, they started to force turnovers and get the ball back, get some more possessions, and ultimately pulled away with the 25-point victory.
Leggett hit the free throw, and then I believe they called a foul. It might have gone on Van Leeuwen. Fanara comes up with a loose ball, tipped away by Leggett. He finds Graham now to the corner for Donovan. Back to Graham, who dishes no look. Fanara from the far side wing. Drives in, floats it up, doesn't go. Tips the rebound, and almost got it around Flaherty. Foul called on the far side. It will go against Van Leeuwen. Maxwell is going to come back in. Fanari gets the break. 2:48 to go in the second. 12-point lead for the Green Wave. Kaplinger gets the inbound pass, gives right back to Benyu. Now it is Flaherty. The ball goes through the wickets of Donovan out the other side. The Green Wave take over possession. Pease comes back in for Van Leeuwen. Graham walking the dog, picks it up just outside half court. Dishes to Maxwell for the corner three. It's good.
That's something Hunter did well at the beginning of the season. He was really one of their more productive and efficient shooters. He kind of cooled down the past couple games, but hopefully for the Green Wave, he's able to start heating up again like he was earlier in the season and start knocking down outside shots.
Maxwell called for the foul. Mike Oman's going to come back in. He replaces Aiden Toomey. Second foul committed by Maxwell, the sixth called in the Green Wave. Benyu waits out Donovan, takes the three, doesn't go. Flaherty with the rebound, blocked by Pease. Now Graham able to retain possession and escape a couple of Vikings. Maxwell gets it in the corner. In for Pease, back to Maxwell for the three. This one doesn't go. Leggett tips the ball, it rolls to Pease and then back to Leggett. Fresh 30 for the Green Wave. This one deflected away and taken by Kaplinger. Long three, airballed by Benyu. Kaplinger gets the rebound and promptly gets blocked by Pease. And out of play off of Flaherty. Toomey's going to come back in, as is Mike Mullaney. 1:36 to go in the second. It is a 15-point lead for the Green Wave, 34-19. And we hope you'll stay with us at halftime as the Green Wave Mites are going to play. We have Green Wave white versus Green Wave green jerseys. Donovan in for Leggett. And a foul called dual possession. Good work earning the call, Jackson Ken. But the Green Wave will retain possession. They'll have 14 to shoot. Tommy Fanara comes back in. He will replace Hunter Maxwell.
Hopefully for the Green Wave, they can maintain this 15-point lead going into the half, because if it gets down towards 8 and 10 points, it kind of puts East Bridgewater in a better position. It puts them with more confidence going into the second half. But if you can keep it between 15 and 17 points,
Graham.
It's very good for the Green Wave.
Graham found Fanara, who promptly collided with Oman and was called for the offensive foul. Multiple members of the Green Wave are upset with that call, James, including head coach Peter Serino.
Yeah, it seems the defender Mike Oman didn't really give Fanara much room. to even really make a move, which a lot of times is called a defensive foul.
Donovan behind the back to come up with the steal. And Graham can't make the acrobatic jump. Sorry to cut you off, James.
Yeah, a lot of times that's called a defensive foul just because in the rule book it says the defender has to give the offensive player space to really make a move and make an offensive play, but Fenara wasn't really given much room by Omen, and personally I don't feel that it should have been called an offensive foul.
Down low, that might have gone off the baseline. Ken gathers in, gives it Toomey at the top of the key. Toomey over to Oman, who gives back to Ken on the rotation. 4 on the shot clock, and Ken lays it up and in, and then trips over Leggett. Donovan in the corner finds Deshaun Leggett at the free throw line. He goes strong to the bucket, and his hook shot off the glass and in. And
Deshaun really just pushed him around down there, using his strength and physicality to his advantage and getting the easy lay-in for 2 points.
Corner 3, no good. Donovan launches a three-quarter shot and almost hits it. The buzzer sounds. The first half has come to an end. It is 36-21. The Green Wave leading by 15 over the South Shore League rival, the East Bridgewater Vikings. Doc, heck of a start for the Green Wave. 9-0 run to start this game. EB had to call quick 2 timeouts to start this game. Then they kind of came charging back, got as close as 10 before the Green Wave able to separate back to 15. What did you see that worked for both teams? What did you see that both teams need to work on in the second?
Well, if you're the Green Wave, this is pretty much the best position you could be in right now. Up 15 at the half. They've been dominating on both sides of the floor. 36 points at the half is definitely an ideal target for points. 21, only holding East Bridgewater 21 points. A team that they really struggled against in the first half last time they played. So it's great for the Green Wave to be able to come out, set the tempo, set the tone, assert their dominance at the home court and show that they're the better team. Hopefully for the Green Wave, they can continue to dominate offensively and defensively and finish this game off.
Well, hope you stay tuned for the Green Wave Mites game. It's 36-21. The Abington Green Wave varsity team leading the East Bridgewater Vikings at halftime. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you third quarter action right after this.
Callenberg, thinks about it. Looking for a pass, comes it up, nice job. Healy reverses and launches it from straight on, nice shot. Just misses. Substitution, hit for the subs. Alright, here comes Mike, trying to bring it up court. Miles Salmonte. All his talent from his mother. Salmonte brings it left. Passes under, nice pass. Good shot by Max Pearson. Not being able to come up. Coming out the other way is Griffin Healy. Healy pushing the tempo. Takes it back. Duggan with the ball. Duggan dribbles down to the left. Drive. Puts up on the left. Gets the rebound. Andre with a nice rebound. Max kicks it out to Duggan. Duggan puts it up. It doesn't go. White ball. Thomas Piper bringing it up. Piper looking over the defense. That's Mike. Puts it up. He grabs. Brings it up. Max Pearson. Makes it look easy. Here comes Will Duggan. Duggan. Crossover. Hits the paint. Puts it up. Up the glass. Ball's loose. Rebound in the paint. Ames and Rodney moving around, comes it back, Will Duggan. Duggan's not shy, he'll put it up. Will Duggan! Remember the name. Thomas Piper. Control the offense, brings it up. Little collision, it's going to be green ball. Substitutions coming in, subs in. Exciting back-to-back competition. The Abington Surge, third grade, some of the best of the best. Coming back the other way. Griffin Healy, running the offense. Loses the handle, gets it back. Kicks it over. Duggan with a nice pass inside to Healy. Healy, reverses direction, kicks it out to Duggan. Duggan pump fakes. Underneath, good pass. Shot goes up, deflected. Ball defensive play. Whistle on the floor. Defense has to run back and somehow get some fresh legs. Wilson racing the ball. Just under 3 minutes to go. In 10 seconds. Zerace looking for an opening. Good defense. Zerace puts it up. Doesn't fall. Oh, it's going to be White. Oh, goes to the line, calls it the step play. They practice this. That's the spot forward. Pearson. Pearson, good defense by Callenberg, though. Comes Race, puts it up. And out of bounds. White ball, called by the white coach. Wilson Race inbound. Pearson with the ball. Puts it up. Johnson on the ball. Good fight underneath. That goes Ferris. And Yakabuchi going to the ball. Green ball. It's about time. Coming back. Noah Jacob now. Tough Noah Duggan. Yakabuchi hustling. Foley hustling down the court. Duggan. Pull up. Mark. Nice bounce pass. Oh, picked off. Going back the other way. Minute and a half to go. Here's Buckway. Good defensive play at Bolton. Nico Callenberg streaking down the left side of the court. Pulls up. Drops it off. Well, Will Duggan. Duggan thinks about baseline, but the defense is just too good. Yakabuchi. Kicks it out to Callenberg. Thinks about it. Bucket pick on the knee. Subs. Something, minute to go. Guys, everything on the floor. Clear a little round of applause for these third graders. All right, there you found it. Coming back to the race. Race the ball, out of bounds. Green ball. Tuesday night, Abington versus Rockland. Nice job, and thank you again for my all team coaches.
Hello and welcome back into the gymnasium here on the campus of Abington High School for third quarter action between the South Shore League rivals, the East Bridgewater Vikings, and your Abington Green Wave. Once again, I am Mad Dog Matt Nelson, bringing you all the action alongside Dr. James Madden. It's a 15-point Green Wave lead coming into this second half. James, how did the Green Wave open up that lead? What did you see in the first?
Well, it really started at the beginning of the game. The Green Wave opened up on a 9-0 run to get their lead up to 9 with around only 3 minutes into the first quarter. They really continued to dominate throughout the first half, dominating at both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, and hopefully for them they can continue that and finish this one off strong.
It will be Dylan Kaplinger inbounding to Mick Benyu. The Green Wave look like they're coming out in a man defense to start the third quarter. Along with Benyu, it is Jackson Kent on the floor for the Vikings. Kaplinger, Mike Mullaney, and Mike Oman. Meanwhile, for the Green Wave, Deshaun Leggett, Tommy Finara, Drew Donovan, Antoine Graham Jr., and Jeremiah Ismius. Ismius just hit a layup to score the first points of the third quarter. Gets the rebound over Mullaney there. Ismius goes galloping into the paint, James, and it is good.
When Ismius is able to go down the lane like that and use his tall frame, it's pretty much unguardable. He's able to reach his arms up near the rim, making it almost impossible for the defender to block the shot and finish it with ease.
Another big week for the Green Wave next week, James. Tuesday night, it's the good old rivals. Fun one here. Rockland Bulldogs. The Dogs come to town to face the Green Wave Tuesday night. Very excited for that one. I believe 2 more games, right? Middleborough on Friday. I want to say there's one Thursday too.
I know that they're playing Middleborough on Friday. I'm not sure if there's Thursday. If not, then Tuesday would be the last game of their, what seems like, homestand that's gone on forever. Feels like it's been forever since they've played an away game. I believe a Monday night game on the 9th of January, I believe, or 10th of January, that was up in Hull. So I believe that's the Green Wave's last away game they've played, so they've been at home pretty much for the past 3 weeks.
But you know what? It's Wednesday. The freshman and junior varsity teams face off against the Panthers of Whitman-Hanson. And the girls basketball team will host the Randolph Blue Devils. That matchup for the boys team is on Monday, February 7th here at the gym. Randolph currently ranked number 1 in Division 4. The Green Wave number 11 in Division 3. Ken called for the travel here.
2 teams that are always atop the South Shore League
They did battle for the South Shore League tournament crown last season.
Green Wave played real well in that game. I believe they won 73-65, if I'm not mistaken, to capture the South Shore League title.
Back-to-back Friday nights against Randolph. Last season, the Green Wave victorious in both. Donovan takes the open look 3. Doesn't go. Ismius fighting for the rebound, gets dual possession. The Green Wave will retain. Very engaged student section once again, James.
As always.
Is it Jersey night again?
I'm not really sure what the theme is tonight. I don't think it's Jersey night. I think everyone just decided to wear random colors. It doesn't really look like there's been much planning. Usually they're good about the planning, but tonight it just looks like they weren't on top of their game.
Well, there was a lot up in the air for tonight. Finara takes the 3 and nails it. opening up a 21-point Green Wave lead here in the third quarter. So there was a lot up in the area. Of course, we got the snow bomb, cyclone, whatever the heck you want to call it. That's coming, 24 inches in 2 days, give or take. Apologies to everybody out there that may have lived through it. I've already gotten the riot act of the blizzard of 1978 4 different times from my dear mother. The shot waved off Isthmius committed to travel in the paint. Yes, I know that there were cars stopped on the highway. They could not go anywhere. There was no milk or bread to be seen for months.
I've heard about the blizzard of 78 quite an ordeal of times for my parents as well. So.
It's every time there's a snowstorm.
Exactly, yep. Sorry to them if they're watching this, but...
Oh, my mind, every time there's snow in the forecast and I see my phone light up with Mom's cell, I know what's coming. I know exactly what is coming. Then I go, yeah. Car stopped on the highway. The snow was blocking the exhaust pipes. Trucks were stopped. You might be too young to remember the blizzard of 2003. It's actually 2 storms, one on a Monday, one on a Friday. I was way back. I might have been in the first grade back then.
Yeah, I was born 2005, so I wasn't even alive for that one.
Oh, you don't even know what it's like to have losing sports teams.
No, exactly. I've been fortunate enough to have all the Boston sports teams winning at some point in my life, so.
I only had 11 years of the torture. But that 11 years did give me an appreciation for the unlucky bounces that the Red Sox had many times. So they weren't sure whether the track was going to come and the storm was going to hit us on Friday night, Friday overnight, Saturday morning. We were supposed to get 12 to 15 inches, and that was the high end. Now we're talking about 24 to 30. You gotta love New England weather.
It's so unpredictable. You never know what you're going to get. I can't say I'm excited to do the shoveling part.
Well, you gotta send Steve out there for that. He's gotta build up his muscle for baseball season.
I'll have to talk with him. I don't know if that will go over well, but I'm certainly not opposed to that idea.
It is back to a 15-point lead, 43 to 28. Antoine Graham Jr. gives to Drew Donovan. Donovan finds Leggett and gets it back. Robbins back to Donovan. Leggett steps inside the paint, lost the handles. It was Kaplinger coming up with the ball. And hitting the layup is Jackson Cat. Feel bad for Mr. Tobin over there in the front row of the student section. Not only is he wearing a David Pasternak jersey, hockey sweaters tend to be very, very heavy, warm materials. As Mike Mulaney hits the layup to bring it back with an 11. So Tobin's wearing a full-size David Pasternak authentic hockey jersey, and under that, a hoodie in a gymnasium.
And the gymnasium tonight feels extra hot.
It's warm, yeah. There's
it does feel extra hot.
A lot of folks here trying to heat up the building in anticipation. Maybe the snow won't build up quite as high.
Hopefully.
Donovan at the line for 2. 3:06 to go in the third. If the score holds true, we hope you'll stay with us post-game. As if the Green Wave are victorious, there will be A small celebration for Coach Peter Serino, who currently has 99 career wins at the helm of the Green Wave. That is in just 5 or 6 years. And that is a testament to the run of success that the Green Wave basketball team has had under the guidance of Peter Serino.
And yeah, even before their teams that went to the Garden went to the state final with Maddie McGuire, Cam Kearney, Bryson Andrews, they always had successful tournament teams. They had a couple teams who won a game or two every year in the tournament. So they've had a real successful run. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to watch them during this successful run.
A 3 for Benue, 44-35. The lead cut to 9. Vikings trying to claw their way back in. Maxwell with the corner 3 off the side of the backboard. He was fouled from beyond the arc by Jackson Ken. Well, they're going to call Aiden Flaherty for the contact. Maxwell at the line for 3 attempts.
And going based on the foul count, similar to the first half, both teams really didn't commit many fouls. I believe there were 9 combined fouls. I believe East Bridgewater had 5, Abington had 4. So the refs are really letting both teams play tonight, letting them both be physical and have some physicality. And me personally, I'm personally a huge fan of that, because when the refs kind of take control of the game, it kind of ruins the game per se. So as long as the refs are consistent on both ends, it makes for a great basketball game.
There's been a couple games now that have been like that. The Norwell game was very scrappy, very physical as well. But then before that, every little thing was called. Antoine Graham was called for a kickball, and the ball was nowhere near his feet.
And he was the offensive player.
It was insane. You had to be there. Connor Pease called for the hit down low. Benue at the line for 2. And his first rolls out. Benue's second attempt is no good. Pease fighting for the rebound, tips it out of play. Kaplinger was there for the Vikings. Van Luling comes in replacing Maxwell. And that should mean that the press is coming back. Kaplinger is good.
This has been a not so strong start for the Green Wave in the third quarter here. They were up 15 at the break, and
they extended to 21 at one point.
Yes, and then East Bridgewater has crawled back into this one, only down 8 now, and hopefully for the Green Wave they can kind of end this momentum and continue to do what they did in the first half.
Leggett's 3 doesn't go. Benue with the rebound. He finds Kaplinger, floats one. It doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. That's Jackson Ken down low. And Flaherty is fouled on his way back to the hoop. Connor Pease called for the contact. Mike Mulaney is going to come back in, replacing Flaherty should this foul shot be successful.
One thing I noticed the last time these two teams played is East Bridgewater really struggles at the free throw line. And the Green Wave sent East Bridgewater to the free throw line a lot last time, and luckily for the Green Wave, East Bridgewater wasn't able to convert many of those attempts, and it's been a similar trend tonight.
Leggett lost the ball, got it back, kicked out to Van Luling just inside half court. 90 seconds to go in the third. The lead is 8 for the Green Wave. Fanara floats it out to Graham. Graham, you got to think that thought of the long shot crossed his mind, and a hold is going to be called on Jackson Ken, his third. Graham Jr. is a very good free throw shooter. Drew Donovan's going to come back in for, looks like, Van Luling. Graham misses his first attempt. Donovan replaces Pease. Toomey comes in along with Mulaney. Graham, very rare 0 for 2. Michael Van Lulen grabs the rebound. Donovan now Leggett floats one up. It doesn't go. Out of play off of Mike Mulaney. Basket might be shrunk on that side of the floor right now.
Yeah, it's been kind of the trend of the third quarter for the Green Wave. They had a great opportunity from Leggett down low, but they weren't able to get the roll. Not really getting many rolls right now, and East Bridgewater has a lot of shots falling.
The block is going to be called on Mulaney. Four fouls now on the Vikings. That is the first called against Mulaney. Donovan will inbound in front of the Green Wave bench. Finds Leggett. Now Van Luling far side wing, back to Leggett. He finds Donovan just inside the arc. Jumper doesn't go. And carrying it out of play was Kaplinger. .52.5 seconds to go in the third. 45-37 the score has been so for the last couple of minutes. Van Luling takes the jumper. That doesn't go. And now Toomey with the rebound. Press on for the Green Wave. The Vikings able to break it. Mick Benyu, down low to Mulaney. Doesn't go. Tipped back up and in by Dylan Kaplinger. Graham takes the deep three. Rims out. Shot clock off. Kaplinger with the rebound. 25 seconds to go. The Green Wave lead cut to 6. It was as many as 21. 45-39. Mick Benyu holding on for the last shot here of the third quarter. Tapped out of play by Deshaun Leggett. Lucas Summers is going to come back in. He will replace Fanara with 7.1 on the clock. Jackson Ken to inbound. Finds Toomey. Toomey goes driving into the paint. Count it. And one for Aiden Toomey. A chance to make it a one-possession game, James.
That was a really strong take and finish by Aiden Toomey, only a sophomore for East Bridgewater. It's really been all East Bridgewater in this third quarter. They were down 15 at the half. At one point it was up to 21 for the Green Wave. They've been able to claw all the way back, and now Aiden Toomey is at the line with a chance to make it a one-possession game.
3.6 seconds on the clock. Toomey's free throw doesn't go. Van Luling with the rebound. Fanara takes the half court and hits it! Tommy Fanara from half court at the buzzer to extend the Green Wave lead back to 7. Doc.
My jaw dropped to the floor. There was one in the first half, I believe it was an East Bridgewater player. Was it an East Bridgewater player? Someone shot a half-court shot. It might have been a Green Wave player. He was very close. This time, it's able to fall. Really, hopefully that gives the Green Wave a little bit of momentum going into the fourth quarter. They had a poor third quarter. East Bridgewater was able to come all the way back, get back into this game. Abington really struggled offensively, weren't really able to hit many shots, find many good opportunities. And hopefully for the Green Wave, they can start to figure it out and play like they did in the first and second quarter on the offensive side of the floor and come away with this victory.
Tommy Fanara perhaps giving the Green Wave the exact kind of momentum shift that they needed after that third quarter. A half-court shot at the buzzer. And what was so jaw-dropping about that shot, James, is that it looked effortless for Fanara.
And yeah, he's definitely been one of the stronger players in the Green Wave, and he shows that when he goes to the hoop with his strength and his ability to score through contact. And it really looks like he didn't really try when he threw it up from 40 feet, 45 feet from the half-court line. So kind of just showing off the sharpshooter mentality.
Might have to send that into Sports Center, see if he cracks the top 10. Mulaney finds a lane, goes up, no good. Van Luling with the rebound for Abington. Now Donovan looking fast break, floats it off the glass, doesn't go. Mulaney contacted by Leggett on the rebound. The ball out of play off of Deshaun Leggett. Dual possession is called. Van Luling scrapping for the ball there with Toomey. Fresh shot clock for the Green Wave. Tommy Fanar will inbound. Corner three for Fanara doesn't go. Two Vikings fighting for the rebound. Ultimately gathered in by Jackson Ken, who floats it looking for Mulaney. Instead finds Drew Donovan. Donovan to Leggett. He holds up, gets his own rebound off the bottom of the rim, and is fouled by Jackson Ken, his fourth. Graham Jr. will inbound now. Last second sub does not make it in time. The whistle and the stoppage.
I believe the shot clock didn't start once the ball is inbounded. Or maybe they did end up granting East Bridgewater the substitution.
I think they are waiting on the shot. Yep, they take 4 seconds off the shot clock. 26 for the Green Wave to shoot. Graham finds Fanara on the inbounds. He one-hands to the near side wing for Donovan. Now far side corner. Leggett steps inside, gives to Graham, who pump fakes. Give a serious thought to it. How about the reverse layup from Antoine Graham Jr.?
And that's big for the Green Wave. Antoine hasn't really got going so far for the Green Wave, and if he's able to heat up here in the fourth quarter, it could play a big factor in them being able to come out with the victory.
Green Wave lead back to 9, make it 7. As Mike Mulaney hits the layup, timeout on the floor called by East Bridgewater. They trail by 7, 50-43 with 6:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Green Wave holding steady. James, between 7 and 9 points at times is the consistent lead.
And yeah, that's definitely a comfortable lead as long as you can keep it a 2-3 possession game. Not really giving them as much hope as they would have in a 1 possession game. You're in a bit more of a comfortable situation. Hopefully they can get in an even more comfortable situation, push this lead up to 12, 14, 15 points with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and pull away with this victory.
We thank you for joining us live on YouTube all season long. Freshman, junior varsity, girls, boys, don't matter. We got it. YouTube.com/AbingtonCamo2351/live. You've been there with us for much of the last 2 years. We appreciate your viewing and staying involved. If you miss one of our live broadcasts, maybe you want to watch a game again, catch a government meeting, watch some of our original programming, AbingtonCam.tv, the place to go for on-demand video, live streams of our cable access channels, and more. the official online home of Abington Community Access and Media, abingtoncam.tv. Give us a follow across social media as well, Abington Cam 02351.
The basketball program is going for a sweep tonight. This would only be the second sweep of the season. We swept Mashpee earlier this season where freshman, JV, and varsity all win. Hopefully, varsity can cap it off and give the Abington basketball program a sweep.
We also want to thank our friends over at East Bridgewater Community Access and Media. Donovan takes the open look, corner three, doesn't go. Van Luling taps the rebound to Leggett, gets it back, pump fakes the jumper, and a travel called. Russ Hannigan and Kerrigan over at EB Cam, generous enough to share their footage with us. That will allow us to catch the Green Wave girls freshman, junior varsity, and varsity teams in action as they are at East Bridgewater High. Benyu takes the deep three and drills it over Drew Donovan. Brings it back to a 4-point ball game. Leggett fouled on his way up by Kaplinger.
That foul puts Abington in the bonus, so the Green Wave will be at the line for the remainder of the game. Both teams, will be at the line for the remainder of the game. Both teams had 6 fouls.
Leggett at the line for 2. Hits his first to extend the Green Wave lead back to 5. And Leggett goes 2 for 2. The press on, Fanara tips it away. Van Luling picks up the loose ball, corner for Graham. Back to Van Luling, he finds Fanara on the far side wing. Fanara through heavy traffic. He was fouled. Eden Toomey called for the contact. Fanara at the line for a 1-and-1. And hits his first.
Foul shooting is something the Green Wave have gotten progressively better at as the season's gone on. They kind of struggled at the free throw line earlier this season, but with the likes of Tommy Fanara and Antoine Graham, some of their best free throw shooters, they started to improve their free throw shooting.
Fanara goes 2 for 2. The press remains on for Abington. Vikings able to break it. Laying it up and in was Jackson Ken. Graham in for Leggett. Quick out to Van Luling for the 3. Couple bounces off the metal, it doesn't go. Leggett tipping the ball away from Kaplinger, and Fanara with a great defensive play in the far corner, tossing it out of play off of one of the Vikings.
And those kind of hustle plays are what the Green Wave really needs at this point in the game. The extra effort by Tommy Fanara to ensure that the Green Wave can get a second possession by throwing it off the East Bridgewater player and him deflecting it out of bounds.
Graham earns the block. He thought about the Steph Curry 3, instead drove in. Jackson Ken has fouled out of this game. He's got 5. Still looking for an explanation. The Vikings need a sub. Six-point lead for the Green Wave. Jackson Ken, one of the 3 co-captains of this Vikings team, is fouled out.
And that's an unfortunate way for the Green Wave, for the Vikings to have one of their better players, one of their more experienced players, Jackson Ken, foul out. it was kind of a 50-50 call. It could have gone either way, and that's a really hard call for any official because a charge or a blocking call is a bang-bang play, and it's just sort of what kind of comes to your mind first. It's really a judgment call, and no matter the call, the other side is going to disagree, so it's just a tough call for the officials.
Now Donovan called for roughing the passer. Benyu took the contact. Graham made him pay for that foul. Hit both shots from the free throw line to extend the Green Wave lead back to 8. Now Benyu at the line for a 1-and-1. And Nick Benyu hits his first to earn the second. Benyu goes 2 for 2. Leg it off the inbounds pass. Gives to Van Luling for the open three. Doesn't go. Benyu tipping the rebound. Mulaney able to gather in the loose ball. Toomey pull up three and he nails it. One possession game again, James, 56-53.
That's something Toomey has done all night for the Vikings, is really shoot from the outside. He started off the game hot, kind of cooled down, didn't really get many opportunities. Hopefully for the Green Wave, he doesn't start to heat up again and put the Vikings in a good position to take the lead.
Fanara lost it, but artistically the Green Wave get it back. Is that a double dribble call?
I believe they called a 3 seconds violation on Deshaun Leggett down low in the paint.
Ismias comes back in for Van Luling. .4:18 to go in the fourth. The Vikings with an opportunity to tie it up. Benyu off the rotation works his way in. Bad angle hook doesn't go. Offensive board for Calpinger down low. Loose ball. Fanara scrapping for it. Dual possession called. Coach Serino is trying to get in the timeout. .4:02 to go. The Vikings retain possession with a fresh shot clock. Mike Oman turns over the inbound pass. Graham Jr. got tripped up. Gives to Leggett, able to get back possession of the ball. Leggett finds lane, kicks out to Donovan. Now Graham, open three. Bang! Timeout called by Abington. 3:44 to go in the fourth. The lead back to 6, courtesy of Steph Curry High School version. Antoine Graham Jr. with the range.
And yeah, he hasn't really had many opportunities from outside, which is really his game. He's really a sharpshooter, and he's been one all season for the Green Wave. Hopefully he starts to be able to find more shot selections and find more open looks, and he's able to start racking up those deep threes like he has all season and put the Green Wave in a good position.
And the Green Wave back at it on Tuesday evening here in the gym. Them dogs, the Rockland Bulldogs coming in. Big South Shore League matchup. Two of the better teams in Division 3. South Shore League is pretty much, all of them are in the top 32. Whether it's Division 3 or Division 4. Randolph's number 1 in D4.
And matchups between Rockland and Abington are always a fun one. There's always a lot of energy on both teams, and should be a fun one next Tuesday night.
6:30 tip-off. We'll have it for you live on youtube.com/AbingtonCam02351. We hope you'll join us. It's been a fun stretch of home games here for the Green Wave. They've defeated Mashpee, Norwell, and Carver in that stretch. Toomey airballs it from the top of the key, trying to show off some of that Antoine Graham range. It didn't work.
Not everyone possesses Antoine Graham range.
I can think of maybe only 3 players. And 2 of them are considered some of the greatest three-point shooters in NBA history. Leggett to the corner for Donovan. Donovan driving baseline. Tried the last-second reverse layup. It didn't go. Now Benyu tied up with Ismius. Fanara grabs down the loose ball, tiptoes the baseline. Graham launches the 3 and nails it.
Unfortunately for East Bridgewater, it seems as if Antoine Graham has finally started to find his rhythm and is starting to heat up.
Ismius called for the contact down low. I thought I heard the Boston Pops in attendance earlier. I thought I heard the Jaws theme song playing. They've gotten to the point of the song where Antoine Graham Jr. starts to circle the ship and has started to launch his attack.
Yeah, it seems as if he's finally, like he has all season, started to gain more confidence outside. And for the opposing team, that is not something you want to see, was him knock down a couple shots, because once he knocks down a couple shots,
and he hasn't been
start to
like
fall
on the perimeter for those shots. He's been 4, 5, 6 feet beyond the perimeter.
And that's really the only way he's really able to find an open look, because most teams have their scouting reports as him as one of the better scorers in the South Shore League. So if he's that far out.
Well, that's what they say about Steph Curry, because you can't guard someone at half court thinking they're going to shoot.
Exactly, yep.
Kaplinger goes 1 for 2, 62-55. Press on for the Vikings. Far corner, now Leggett on the wing. Kicks back to Donovan. Now Leggett takes the floater off glass, gets his own rebound. It bounces around. Graham Jr. is Johnny on the spot for the rebound. .19 to shoot. Graham goes driving in. Can't hit it. Mulaney with the rebound for the Vikings. Now Toomey steps around Graham. To the top for Benyu. Benyu takes the jumper. It doesn't go. Leggett goes up and gets the rebound. And bounces over to Antoine Graham Jr. with 1:50 to go. Donovan catch and shoot. It rolls off of the rim. And the Vikings take it back. They're chasing 7, 62-55. $1:40 to go. Their coach yelling at him to press the issue. Toomey far side working against Fanara, finds a lane. Now short jumper for Mulaney, doesn't go. Toomey the offensive board off the glass and in. Timeout called by East Bridgewater. $1:25 to go in the fourth quarter. The lead stands at 5, James.
And yeah, one of the big reasons for East Bridgewater that they're staying in this game is sophomore Aiden Toomey. He's really had a great night for East Bridgewater. She shot three-pointers productively. He's gone to the hoop productively. He's gotten some key rebounds to give East Bridgewater second, third chances. Hopefully for the Green Wave, they can limit those chances and continue their lead and finish this off in the last 1 minute 25 seconds.
Well, one would assume that we're going to see that full court press that has been so effective for the next 85 seconds. Green Wave up 2 possessions, 62-57, a 5-point lead. The Vikings feeling the loss of Jackson Ken, who fouled out with, about 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, it was interesting they kept him in that early into the fourth quarter. Usually when a starter goes down with 4 fouls, they usually wait till around the maybe 3.5-3 minute mark in the fourth quarter to put him back in. But they like their odds even with him fouling out, with junior Mike Oman coming off the bench and stepping up.
It's Benyu, Mulaney, Oman, Kaplinger, and Toomey for the Vikings. Fanara, Donovan, Leggett, Graham Jr., and Van Luling for the Green Wave. Press on for the Vikings. Donovan bounces off. It deflects off of Toomey to Fanara. Now Leggett to the corner for Graham's open three. Doesn't go. Rebound tipped by Fanara to Van Luling. Fanara gets it back. 1:13 to go, fresh 30. The Vikings miss on the foul, but pick up the loose ball. Benyu bounces up ahead, stolen by Leggett. Up and down the hardwood they go. Graham Jr. gains half court and is immediately fouled. A block called on Mike Mullaney, his second personal. The 9th called against the Vikings. Graham Jr. went 0 for 2 from the line earlier in this game. Very, very rare of him not to drill both. He hits his first there, James.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the key parts at the free throw line. Like I said earlier, they struggled at times this season at the free throw line, but he's been a great free throw shooter for them all season. And at this point in the game, East Bridgewater has 9 fouls, so any contact will send the Green Wave to the line for 2 shots for the remainder of the game, no matter whether they miss the first one on the one and one.
Van Luling hands to Graham Jr., who is sandwiched by Benyu and Toomey. Benyu called for the foul. Graham Jr. back to the charity stripe. 48.8 to go. Graham Jr. drills his first.
If he hits this one and they push it up to an 8-point lead, I'd say it would take some sort of a miracle for East Bridgewater to get back into this game with down 8 points, 48 seconds remaining.
Graham drills it. Toomey thought about the step back three. Dishes in for Oman, whose shot doesn't go. Van Luling grabs the rebound. Antoine Graham Jr. going this way in that. The Vikings have stopped pressing the issue. Now Leggett gives to Donovan, and the Vikings have accepted defeat, James.
Yep, they've thrown in the white flag. Not going to foul here, which is probably the best decision. Down 8 with 15 seconds remaining. Just going to let the game go to the buzzer and accept their loss.
Leggett comes up with one last steal. He's making a heck of a case for the player of the game. 5 seconds to go, and Benyu deflects the pass over the Abington bench. Out of play, 1.9 seconds left. James, Coach Serino is going to win his 100th career game here tonight in just 5 or 6 short seasons. It is incredible to think about the run of success that the Green Wave basketball program has had. They got all the way to the state final twice. One of them was ultimately canceled due to the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. But let's one more time talk about the run of success that the Green Wave have had under Coach Serino the last 5 or 6 years, and some of the most high-scoring players in Green Wave history, including Bryson Andrews and, of course, last year, Matt McGuire.
Yes, those teams were some very talented teams. Unfortunately, like I said, some of the seniors in 2020's seasons were cut short. They weren't able to play in their state championship. But Coach Peter Serino has really built a winning culture here for the Abington Green Wave. He's built a great foundation. He's made basketball a lot more popular with the Green Wave. And it's a great milestone for him and for the Green Wave, for him to reach his 100th victory here tonight, and hopefully 100 more soon to come.
Well, Green Wave basketball games have been very entertaining to watch for the last half decade. The student section always gets rocking. Always a great atmosphere here in the gym. That contributes to how much fun, James, these games are to watch.
Yeah, and it really contributes to the players' energy out there. It only makes them want to win more because nobody, wants to lose in general, especially in front of their home students. And it kind of just gives the team a bit more energy and a bit more swagger and really boosts their confidence and knows that they've got their student body behind them.
Well, Coach Serino wins his 100th career game at the helm of Abington High School. We're going to send it over to PA announcer Sean Riley for the post-game ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you please direct your attention on the sidelines in front of the boys' bench. Tonight's boys basketball victory is the 100th career coaching victory for Abington High School coach Pete Serino. Coach Serino took the reins as head coach in the fall of 2014, and he's built the Green Wave program into one of the most successful basketball teams in eastern Massachusetts. Under Coach Serino, the Green Wave have won several league championships in the last 7 years. His teams have an impressive postseason tournament record of 10 wins and 3 losses. Coach Serino's teams were crowned as the Division IV Eastern Mass champions in 2019 and 2020, Division IV state finalists in 2019, and the Division IV state champions in 2020. We'd like to welcome Coach Serino's wife Erin, his father Rich, and mother Doreen, who have presented Coach Serino with a commemorative basketball to mark this occasion as his 100th career coaching victory. On behalf of the current and past Green Wave basketball players and all of us fans here at Abington High School basketball, congratulations to Coach Serino for achieving this significant milestone, and we look forward to celebrating many more Green Wave victories under head coach Peter Serino. Thank you.
One more time, 65-57 the final score in Coach Serino's 100th career victory, defeating the East Bridgewater Vikings. James, the turning point of this game had to have been the Fenara buzzer beater. That kind of set everything in motion at the end of the third. The Vikings drew it very close within that third quarter. Ultimately, the Green Wave able to hold them off and win by 8 tonight.
Yeah, the Green Wave, they were up by 21 at one point in the second half. And the Vikings, always a gritty team, they are always competitors. They never give up. And they were able to claw back into this one, get it down to a 4-point lead. But once Tommy Fenara hit that half-court shot, it really gave the Green Wave a lot more momentum going into the fourth quarter. It said, we beat them last time by 15. Let's go out there. Let's do what we do and finish this game off. And that's what they did to achieve the 8-point victory.
Well, there's 2 feet of snow on the way. We hope you stay warm, stay safe. Don't forget to dig out your neighbors. Check on your elderly neighbors in particular. 65-57 the final from the gym tonight. The Green Wave defeating the East Bridgewater Vikings for the second time this season. They're back at it on Tuesday night against the Rockland Bulldogs. We'll have it for you live on Abington Community Access and Media. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Dr. James Madden, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see